So my journey with the Sophia Code, I had gotten the subscription to Gaia Network, and I come across this video of Kaya Ra sharing the Sophia Code. Actually, at this point, I still had not fully healed that part of my journey where I was able to acknowledge God as God because of all of my previous conditioning and programming. So at this point, I'm praying to the universe, to the divine, to the creator. You know, if there is something else that I am meant to learn and there is something more that I am meant to become, please show it to me, because I have a willingness and a courage to learn. So I was preparing for my first trip to Europe, and something about the title, the Sophia Code, was just reverberating in my ear and in my cells. So I decided I'm going to get this book as part of my read on my vacation. If you got the book, then you know that reading the prefix or the introduction is obviously preparing you for what to expect or not to expect. So when I was reading this, I was like, okay, this is great. I have to read it out loud, and I should read it in sacred space. Needless to say, of even where my awareness was at the time, I was not expecting for things to fall into place the way that they did. And in that present moment journey of being with the Codex in these different areas of Europe and different mystical things happening as I am there and have the book or am reading the book, I'm not dismissing, but I just was, allowing things to come as they needed to without expectation and without judgment. So where I stand now with where the book has led me into my embodiment and in my truth and in this reclamation of who I am in my life and where all of my trials and tribulations have led me is knowing and being that version of myself that I have declared through the text of the Sophia Code, which is that I am whole, that I am divine. And chances are good, I was an initiate of these ancient lineage teachings of different ascended masters, and it all made sense. What first awakened me to the path of the priestess was reading the Sophia Code, and I was more than ever more passionate about how I could serve the divine God and Gaia. And when I had asked and prayed for what my next step is, I was guided to a priestess training program. And at this point, I had already been working with the Sophia Code for about 2 or 3 years, and the different curriculums that have been brought out to complement the Codex and working and strengthening our psychic abilities, our intuition, our energy bodies, and our embodiment practices. And through this guidance of finding this priestess initiation, did I fully embrace and become more embodied in the different aspects, spiritually that were available to me to tap in to the divine and the help that surrounds me that can guide me even deeper and more powerfully